Welcome back to Breslov.org. Insights in the Parsha of the week. Parshat Pinchus. Again, an amazing Parsha. So much, so rich, so much details. If you just look at the Zohar itself, it's so thick. Just the Zohar commentary on this week's Parsha. One of the amazing points that comes out from Pinchus, the beginning of the Parsha where it talks about Pinchus, which is really connected to the end of last week's Parsha, Balak, is that, and this is a message for everybody always, is that Pinchus could have been passive. When, difficulties hit, or tragedy, or something bad, the attitude of people is just to be quiet and accept it and just go on, try to go on. In this case, Pinchus couldn't just be quiet and accept, because the attitude there was there's nothing to do, so just do nothing and that's it. All the Jews were slowly being punished out of the plague because of what happened in the incident of Shittim. That's last week's Parsha, that the Jewish men began to have relations with the Midianite woman, right? So there was a plague spreading out. It managed to kill 24,000 Jews until Pinchas did what he did, and that's when the plague stopped. Like the verse says in Psalms, the plague was stopped. But the point is that Pinchas could have been passive. Like, for example, the attitude of many Jews in the Holocaust, they were passive. It's a decree from heaven, accept it, we can't fight back anyways. Or there was the partisans, or people said, no, you have to do your best to save a Jewish life, you can't be passive, you have to at least end it with a fight, you have to do something, right? So there's this attitude, and it repeats itself every generation and every person, that you can mind your own business and don't get involved and be passive, or I have to make a statement. I have to do something about this. I can't just be passive. I have to stick out. This, Rav Nosson says in the Likutei Halachot, is the fine line between what's called azut dikdusha, which is boldness of holiness, or azut de sitra achra, brazenness, chutzpah, but not holy chutzpah, brazenness of the evil side. In both cases, a person does something, but here it's called boldness of holiness. You're standing up for something positive, which the majority of people are afraid to stand up, or there's someone who's chutzpah, who really sticks out for doing something bad. But in both cases, a Jew is faced with a test in life, or many tests, that he has to stand up. You can't be a chicken anymore. You can't be passive anymore. There's a point where you have to put your foot down and make a move. The thing is, am I doing the right thing or not? Pinchas saw clearly that I have to do something. I have to make a move. This is how it is in life. When a person sees that the situation demands there's no other alternative, you're going to have to face the challenge. You have to go forward. This is what we learn from Pinchas, that this is necessary. Even if all the odds are against the person, still, it's more important to stand up to the truth. Even if I'm doing it on condition that it's a loss, that I'm going to pay the price, but this is the truth. This is what has to be done. This must be done. I have to make this expression. I have to make this move. This is the idea of Pinchas, that when you know it's the right thing to do, you cannot chicken out. You have to go forward and protest or whatever it is and make that move forward in life.